Hello and welcome to your daily dose of Capsule Machina. Today we're working on the Toppo. I'm going to start working on the interior. Already took out a bunch of the stuff that I had in there from that big Costco container and removed the floor mats. Going to remove the front seats just to get better access to cleaning them, and then start with those, and while I'm doing all that, re-vacuum and maybe the carpet, depending on how bad I feel like it is. The rear seats I'm going to leave in because it's pretty straightforward. Straightforward by meaning it's not many curves and all that. Just straight seats. So I figured I can clean those or extract those, shampoo those in place. But seats I do want to remove. Front seats. And then work on the door cards, clean that stuff up. Have it wide open, hook it up to a battery tender because I don't want the battery to die, because this is a battery from Japan. I'm going to try and maintain it as long as I can. I have one of those moisture absorbers in there as a prep for after I'm all done with that. So let me put you on time lapse, moving things. You can see me moving at hyper speed. Doing all this. Alright, let me take you in here. I'm going to show you what needs to be done. Center console has to come out, and it's a 110 and 210s up front bolts. Then you have these 14s here, 2 and then 2 up front. Gotta remove the cover, obviously. Looks like I got a little bit of a candy wrapper here. Okay. And then make sure you undo the seatbelt switch. So should come out relatively easy from here. Remember not to strain your back. Not that these seats are super heavy, but if you've ever thrown out your back, it's not a fun day. So lift with your legs, bring it close to you, bring it to your core, all that good stuff. Proper body mechanics. Alright, I'm going to use the pressure washer to help me clean these floor mats. So I saturated them already, and I have a lightning fast stain extractor and a fabric cleaner. I think I just want to do a shampoo. And I have a drill brush with an attachment. I know I'm supposed to dilute this, but whatever. So I'm going to put you on time lapse. As you can tell, as you can see now, there's some design. I didn't even notice that until after I cleaned it. A little bit of blue, tan. The Mitsubishi part started to flake, just like it did with the front, so that I can't avoid. It is gonna do it. But yeah, it's clean. Alright, now to work on the inside of the Toppo. Get the air compressor all hooked up. I'm going to torn door this thing out. Then vacuum, Torador vacuum, I guess. Good stuff. What a difference. What a difference. The Torador really gets all that stuff that even after vacuuming like twice, it's like embedded in the carpet. So Torador gets it kicked all up. You should go again. So yeah, it's a huge difference. Fortunately, it's a darker gray and there isn't any stain, so I don't have to shampoo that carpet. So I'll move on to the seats. That's going to be something interesting. Typically like to put a table up so I can get some elevation, so I'm not hunched over while I'm doing it. So I'm going to go grab a table, set this all up, and then start with shampooing. Alright, now I'm going to move on to shampooing. This is the driver's seat. You notice the wear getting in and out of the car. So it is a lighter shade of brown, and I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be a grayish, or more towards the gray side. Let's see if we have any designs or things that pop out, like with the floor mats. Remember I mentioned in the last video some of the gray hairs. I hope it can focus. I don't know if you can see it, but that's how I know. It's an older person that owned the car, which I'm okay with. So I'm going to set you up again on time lapse. See me struggling over here. Alright, I was able to knock that out relatively clean to begin with, and as well as the front seats. I mean there's this little stain right there. I can't really get out unless I have a true extractor, but all in all, it wasn't one of those super satisfying YouTube things where you extract it and there's a lot of gunk coming out. Floor mats obviously were dirty, so I'm gonna let these dry out, move on to the panels, just clean the interior a bit, put some protectant on, and that'll be it. Next shot will probably be of it all put back together. So kind of a quick video, nothing crazy, but I'm sure as soon as I put the protectant on, this is all gonna come back to life. And it's pretty clean to begin with. Here you go, all cleaned up back in its stock form. The floor mats all shiny as in clean. Use some 303 protectant all over the dash and all that good stuff. I wish you guys had smell-o-vision because I sprayed some Chemical Guys JDM squash under the seat area and under the on the carpet. It smells pretty good. Not that the car was smelly to begin with. I mean, it was a smoker's car from evidence of the ashtray being dirty, but that being said, it isn't too bad in there. Roof liner is a little dirty, but nothing like, say, the Delica. That was pretty bad. So, just waiting to finish up the decals. And registration, which is kind of being a bit of a headache. I think I mentioned this in last videos, but when I registered the Delica and the Stagia, there's no need for a VIN verification. This time there is. Now I have to get a VIN verifier to come through. I had a buddy, Skyline buddy of mine that does the registrations, come by and do that. Then they needed a proof of his verification through via California, something or other. So we had to get that and have, so it's a lot of back and forth emailing. If they would just have emailed me or like give me a list of everything I needed right off the bat, there wouldn't be so much back and forth. But they didn't. They don't do that. They just assume I know. So I followed everything I needed, you know, as far as paperwork to turn in for the Stagia and Delica, and now we need this MV20, we need this, we need that. I'm like, what? But I digress. That's that. Just moving forward, little by little. Hopefully things will get squared away and I can get this registered, insured, and then driving it and enjoying it for what it is. And then when the new parts get here, then I can stress out about that. Thank you for watching. It's kind of a blah one, but it's something I needed to do. One more thing I can mark off my other list of stuff I need to do. So, all right, till next time, out.